Okay, puppies, the deck is cleared off and it's time to paint. Oh my god, look how thick this stain is. That doesn't look right. Looks like chocolate pudding or something else, I won't say. Anyways, weird. That one's by Bear, it's the advanced deck over. But it's supposed to be solid. Good morning everyone, Asha here from Garden Days. Now this has been on my to-do list for a while, and that is painting the deck. Normally what I do is just put a Thompson's water seal over the bottom part of it. We obviously had to remove all the furniture and get everything prepped and swept off before we were able to apply the stain. Another thing that I like about this is it's going to make everything cohesive because there's different color wood throughout the deck. I want to do something that's going to last a bit longer and weather better. So that's why I decided to paint. Now I keep on saying paint, but it's actually a very thick stain that covers well. The name of this stain is Cordova, and it's actually a brown, even though it kind of looks dark gray. Well, I guess I should have got 2 gallons. We just have that little bit to do. Plus I want to put a second coat on the floor. But we got all the posts done except the exterior part. I'll do that when we get the other gallon. But yeah, that's going to look amazing. I think it looks 100 times better anyways. Look at how pretty the San Francisco peaks look. All snow covered. Anyways, another thing that I want to do is get a paintbrush. I thought I had one in the shipping container, but I did not. So I need to get a paintbrush, a smaller one, so I can get into these grooves here. Because obviously the roller couldn't get into the grooves. It's a very thick paint. I live an hour from Home Depot, and this is where I got the stain from. So this will have to wait till another day. Right, Olive? Right. Another thing I want to do is paint the sides here. But I want a paintbrush for that. We went to town yesterday and I was able to pick up some supplies for the garden and also the deck. This time I got 5 gallons of the deck paint. That should definitely do it. But since we're going to be painting today, I definitely want to get changed. I don't want to mess up my good clothes. Alright, got my paint clothes on and my friend Jimmy's going to help me again. So let's get this done hopefully today. Okie dokie, we got the deck done, thankfully. I think it looks amazing. So nice. I am so glad it is done and dried. It's been several hours. We don't have that much left of daylight, so what I'm going to do is get the deck back together. But like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to do it a little different. I did have this white set up there, but I have different plans for this that I'll show later. Boy, when you work on projects, things can get really messy. But this was the original furniture that was on the deck, and it was in an L shape because it is an L sofa. but I don't want to do it like that. Instead of an L, which I've had this way before on this deck, and also, which way? This way. I want to run the couches parallel from each other with a table in between, since the TV's right there. I think that'll be a better setup. But first, now that the paint is dry, I need to find the area rug that used to go here. I put it up in the storage in the shipping container, I believe. I haven't seen it in a little while. Oh, I see it. It's under my side-by-side. I did not use that rug last season, so I just stuck it there. Didn't want to roll it up. So at least it's flat. And that's usually how I like to store them, because it's much easier just to lay it down. When it's rolled, it kind of keeps the shape and doesn't want to lay down. Oh, no. No, my side-by-side's on it. Okay. I'll have to get it out. It's going to be a longer process than I thought, because I have to move the trailer out of the way. I really thought it would be dead since it's sat all winter, but could you get Kellogg? Alright, I just have a little bit more to go. But I am off the rug, so I could do that later. This is really what I wanted. Yay, Moo, I got it. You look comfy. The bucket of the tractor was sitting on the corner, but it wasn't too bad to rip from under it. Okay. First, we want to get this rug down. Okay. I'm going to have to tack these corners down, but I have tacks that I can use. Sorry, Moo, I know you're comfortable, but you're going to have to get up, honey, because I've got to move the couches. And I think that actually looks really good. And there's enough of a walkway to go through here. I feel like something is crawling on me. Ugh. Okay, got it. Okay, your end goes down there. Hold on, let me get on the other side. Perfect. See, this one's open. I like that. Now I just need help moving the table over here, and then I think I can get the rest. Perfect. Oopsie. Okay. What do you think about the table there? Is it too much? Okay, I think I like that. The only thing I don't like about this set is that this is used because so people can eat off of it, so it's a bit taller. But when you're not using it for dining, then it's a bit tall. But I think it'll be okay. The one thing I do like is I installed the propane fire pit here on the table, and it's very nice. But I have to go ahead and run this somewhere where someone won't trip on it since it's in the middle. I have this plant stand here, and the top for it is right there, which definitely needs to be cleaned off. I think I'm going to place it here. It's a mirrored top, so I want to get it cleaned off first because it's a bit messy. Messy, messy, messy. I love it though, especially the mermaid. All right. Oh. That's much better. It had a huge stain on it from where the pot sat. A heavy, heavy bronze base. Ugh. Probably should clean this up a little bit. Perfect. One cute thing about this table is that it has little kind of footstools that you can use at each end of the table or as footstools. And they slide right into the table. Cal, get them. Go, 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 go. What do you think, puppies, huh? You like it? At least it's somewhere to sit for now. Okay, throw pillow is on. Perfect. Look at that. You can lounge here and watch TV. Like Olive's doing. Okay, I've had a change of heart. I don't like the opening to be there. I thought it'd be cute because of the fire here, but someone wants to lay down and relax, and there's no rest for them, so we're gonna flip them real quick. Flippy, flippy. So we'll come around that way.
This way?
Here, let me, yeah, I'll pull this forward just a little bit. Okay. Ciao, Oliver. I should have probably picked it up from the base. Hold on. Okay. Oh, there goes my camera. Oh, no, it wasn't, actually. I thought I dropped the camera. All right. Yeah, that's going to be better. I think it was the hose for the propane. All the way back. Perfecto. Perfecto. All right, I'll get this side. Okay, one seating area down, 40 more to go. Just joking. Gotta grab some water here. Decided to put the plants here, but they are dry, dry, dry. I think that'll work for now. I just have to put the accessories back up. The stain definitely goes really well with the furniture. Kellogg, did you find a mouse this morning? So we got the deck done and we added the green faux grass around the deck just for a soft landing. Since the deck is done, I want to upgrade these garden beds here. I bought these 4 bushes and they are marked emerald cedar, but they're totally arborvitae. And it's not that arborvitae wouldn't do good here, it's just that they require a lot of water. And I want to replace them with something that is more drought tolerant, like this Blue Point juniper here, which did amazing this winter. Didn't require any extra watering. I did plant an arborvitae, which died off. That's why I don't want to do that. My friend Jimmy and I went to Prescott yesterday for some shopping, and I found these iceberg rose bushes, which I've always wanted. So I'm going to add these in to this planting bed here on each side of the Buddha. I think that'll look really nice. But I'm going to have to dig up some of the plants, and I'm going to re-amend this whole bed, actually both of them. I'll just leave these here for now. I do want something more drought resistant. Even though the Blue Point juniper aren't as green, they have similar color to this deodar cedar, I still think they'll look good there. Such a beautiful day. Well, let's get started. Gonna grab some garden soil to amend the beds with. Got my fertilizer, soil, and all my garden supplies. So we're ready to start clearing out, digging some things up, and getting this bed planted out, or both beds. This bed is amended and planted out, And remember, these are going to be replaced tomorrow. But I'm trying to do some natives in here that are more drought tolerant. I added in some yarrow, and this is native and grows wild and will look like that. It's the globe mallow. There's some Russian sage back here, which is drought tolerant. Hopefully that'll fill out that space nicely. Also next to it, I have some Rocky Mountain penstemon, which I transplanted from over there. A lot of this is transplanted, but this is a native here and should do well. Then over here, I added in more yarrow. And I went ahead and put these lavender plants back in just to see how they do. I can always replace them. And then over here, I've got more yarrow. This is a bigger patch that I dug up and planted over here. Hopefully that'll fill out nicely. This is another lavender. And I saw a little sprig coming from it. That's why I decided to plant those back up. As well as these dianthus. There's green. Once I trimmed them back, I thought they were dead. But I see green all down there. And I know they're perennial, so maybe it's just not quite time for them yet. So I put them back in the ground and we'll see how they do. There's another dianthus here and there. I left the little small blackberry bush here. And then I planted another yarrow at the end here. I don't know what variety this is. I'm not sure if it's the white. Oh, there's a bee. But I'm not sure if it's the white. It might be a pink and yellow variety. We'll have to see. I can't wait to go into town tomorrow and get the replacements for these. But next is this bed over here, which I already brought the rose bushes over here. One thing I'm trying to do is plant closer, because before I would space things out pretty far in hopes that they would spread, or get bigger. I'd rather just go ahead and plant them dense, and then I can definitely come in and subtract things. But I didn't eat breakfast, so I'm gonna go eat some lunch, and then I'll come back to this. Okay, I'm finally done. And I planted a lot more things than I had planned in this bed, but I think it looks great. I grabbed things that weren't doing so well or that I wanted in this bed, like this potentilla. And it's starting to flesh back out, so perfect timing for transplanting that. Got the 2 roses there. I think they look amazing. I stole a plant from the center garden bed and tucked it back there. It's the double orange quince. So it's just now starting to leaf out. The other one is doing a lot better. That's why I left that one. This one's just now starting to leaf out. So hopefully it'll like this spot better. Then I've got the cat's pajama nepeta in here, or cat mint. Like I said, there's the other rose. I left this bare because the ground cover is going to pop through eventually. I've got this little sedum growing. I grabbed that from the center bed as well. And it's now starting to flesh out. I have to put a cage around these because the rabbits like to eat them. I had thought to move this tree, but decided to just leave it there because it had been there so long. And I did the prickly pears. There's 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. I can't wait to switch those out. But other than that, I think this is going to fill out quite nicely. This is my favorite so far. So if things don't fill out and I find I have holes, I can always add more. But I think it is going to fill out quite nicely. I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me. I'm glad to have this project done. The deck is painted and ready to be used. Oh, I forgot about the lilies. I was going to add those in somewhere. I'll do that some other time. If you want to check out more videos, they'll be right there. If you want to subscribe, you can do so there. We'll see you next time. Bye for now. Mwah.